Listen, your words don't just describe your reality, right? They are creating your reality in your inner atmosphere. What it do, good people? Listen, welcome back to day 16 of the 21-day live hacks challenge. Listen, if you just jumping in on day 16, happy Monday morning to you. You in the right place at the right time, and you ain't late, right? Welcome to the community. If you just jumping in, if you've been rocking with us for the last 16 days or rocking with me for the last 16 days, kudos. You know what that tells me about you? You really serious about hatching. You really serious about making 2026 your best year yet. So if you just joining, go get caught up on the other 15 days. And welcome, good people. We hatching all month long. So listen, good people. The theme for today, because I'm not gonna hold you. It's Monday morning. I know you got stuff to do. I got stuff to do, but we hatching together all month long. So the theme today, man, we talking about the words, right? Watching what you say. I wrote down this. This ain't motivation. This soul work. Soul work. This ain't about motivation, good people. This soul work. Hatching, transforming is soul work. It's inner work, right? Your words don't just express life. They set it in motion. Yes, sir. What are you telling yourself? What are you speaking, right? So listen, I'm going to set this up. Words set the tone for your inner world. I want you to catch that. Words set the tone for your inner world. What you speak creates an atmosphere internally and externally. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Your nervous system, right, responds to words, right? So your words are creating the language to your nervous system, right? So what language are you speaking to your nervous system every single day of your life? Is it safety, which is creation, expansion, growth, or is it threat, danger, which is contraction, fear, doubt? Your words set that internal atmosphere, right? Right? It sets that. And then it produces that same internal atmosphere externally. You man, look, I'm getting ahead of myself. Words produce life. They set it up on the inside. What is your nervous system listening to? What words are you telling your nervous system, right? Is it safe, right? Is it a threat? And then once the internal atmosphere is set, the external atmosphere is set. That's called manifestation. Oh, look, words regulate, right? You hear me say that all the time, or dysregulate your nervous system. They regulate or dysregulate your nervous system. I always say there cannot be revelation without regulation. Your words make your nervous system feel safe, or it, danger, danger. It rings the alarm in your amygdala. It rings the alarm, danger, danger. What words are you speaking? What language are you integrating to your nervous system? So look, the first voice you hear each day is usually who? Yours, good people. Yours. What are you telling your nervous? Look, I gotta practice, man. I've been telling people this for years, man. When I used to live in Florida, me and wife used to live in Florida. I Ubered. So in the morning time, it'd be real early in the morning. People used to get into my car and be like, dude, are you always like this? Every morning, high energy. You know what my answer always was and always will be? Yeah, because I'm intentional about it. Because I work on it. Like I just don't roll out of bed like this, right? I work on it. My words. First thing in the morning when I wake up, I start speaking words so that my nervous system can hear it. When I was younger in my 20s, I didn't really know what that was. I couldn't coin it, but I still did it. It was just positive talk, positive affirmation. But this is why positive affirmation, vision boards, all that stuff don't work in and of itself. You have to be regulated first for all that to work. If you're telling yourself that from a conscious mind, but a dysregulated nervous system, that falls on deaf ears, good people. I'm telling y'all what I know. Listen, speech is the daily act of creation. But I'm going to bring this home for you. Not just speech, your speech is a daily act of your creation. You got to catch that. Your speech. What are you telling yourself on a day-to-day basis? What are you talking about on a day-to-day basis? Okay, listen. Just like the body needs food, right? For nourishment, right? The body needs water, right? You can't skip longer than 72 hours without drinking water, right? You can go weeks without food, but food still nourishes the body. But water is life to the body. Watch this. I wrote this down. So skipping or going without intentional words that impact your inner world is like not dehydrating your body. You can only survive 72 hours without water. Listen to what I'm saying. So if you know words are really shaping your inner reality, why would you skip saying certain words to yourself? Because certain words, certain terminology, certain language. See, let me say it like this. I always tell people this. Everything in life has a language to it. Poverty has a language. Abundance has a language, right? Scarcity has a language. Fear, love, it all has a language. You want to hear where a person's mindset is? Just listen to them talk for a little bit. Their language, their words are going to tell you exactly how they're thinking and where their nervous system is, right? So listen, why would you skip saying intentional words to yourself? That's going to cause you to create and expand and grow, right? You wouldn't skip hydrating your body, so you shouldn't skip saying intentional words to yourself so your nervous system can hear it. Like my good friend Dr. Ford said, what you say out loud, you hear, and the brain instantly stores it. The survival part of your brain, that's why you have to speak words out loud so you can rewire that survival part, because you do want the program playing, but you want the program playing that benefits you, that serves you, not from the first 7 years that wasn't your man. Look, I wrote this down. I'm really trying to get you to see this. Words spoken in the morning shape the emotional tone of your day. What are you saying to yourself first thing in the morning? You hear me tell my story I just told you. What that shapes the emotion. Watch this. Emotional tone. Emotion. Energy in motion. Emotion. So your words are shaping the energy that you're putting in motion. Man, let me say that again for the people in the back. Words spoken in the morning shape the emotional tone of your day. What's the emotional tone? Your energy in motion. Everything is energy. So emotion is just nothing more than energy. What you're outputting, what you're putting out, vibration. That's your energy in motion. You know how that gets set? Words. How you speak, what you saying to yourself, that sets that energy in motion. Listen, peace. Language creates either peace or fear. Peace, regulated, can't be revelation without regulation. Fear, fight or flight. The amygdala is running the show. The survival, first 7 years, running the show. Doesn't know the difference between imaginatory, just thinking something, or a real threat. That's running the show. That's the survival instinct. You need that survival. Listen, you need fight or flight. You need the survival mechanism, right? But you don't need it all the time, good people. And I would dare to say 95 to 98% of the time, you don't need it because you're not in a survival situation where it's life or death. Where it's life or death. But your brain don't know that because the other two parts of your brain is not on. Your hippocampus, which is the context, right? To tell your amygdala, calm your ass down. That ain't even happening right now. That's 10 years ago. That's what the hippocampus does. But when it's not online, it can't tell your amygdala to do that. The part of your brain, the survival, the fear, the threat, the prefrontal cortex organizes it all, right? It's like the CEO. So when your hippocampus is on, right, and all this is going over here, it tells your amygdala, sit your ass down. That ain't even happened today. That was 15 years ago. And then your amygdala is like, oh, My bad, boy. I thought, who got the rent money? Who got the I know it's comical, good people, but that's your amygdala. It's always ready because that's your fight or flight. That's the part of your brain that's developed first. The brain is not developed until 25. Then after that, it keeps developing. The other two parts, the prefrontal cortex, your hippocampus, doesn't develop to 25. That's the logic, the context. To tell your amygdala, is it past, present, or future? The first 7 years, that's all that's running. So now you 30, 40, the amygdala is loud as hell. Who got the rent money? What's it ain't even no threat, good people. Ain't nobody got your rent money. That's just the survival. Oh man. But words help rewire that. What are you speaking to yourself? Listen. Words create atmosphere. Atmosphere influences behavior. Consistent speech patterns shape identity. I'm going to say this real slow. Then we're going to get into the book. I'm going to tie it into neuroscience. We out of here. Words create atmosphere. Atmosphere is vibration, energy in motion. Your words are creating that. Your atmosphere, the energy that you're vibrating influences your behavior. It influences how you choose and how you make decisions. Is it safe, creation, expansion, or is it feel threatened, contraction? That determines how you're choosing your day-to-day life. That determines how you're deciding your everyday life. Creation, expansion, contraction. Your words shape that. Consistent speech patterns shape identity. You are shaping your identity every single day, whether you realize that or not, by the way you talk. Is your language scarcity, lack, always complaining? Or is your language abundance, right? Authenticity, right? Soul truth, baby. What language are you telling your nervous system? Your words matter. Okay, look, good people, now we about to get into it. I want you to, look, I'm going to leave you with this soul truth before we get into it, though. Your body eats food. Your nervous system and brain eats words. Your soul eats truth. Ooh, we. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Your body eats food. Your nervous system and brain eats words. And your soul eats truth. But words create your soul truth. What are you saying to yourself? Man, look, okay, look, baby. Let's get into it. Day 16. We about to get into it right now. Listen, if you got questions, good people, drop them at the bottom. I promise I'll get to them. Or email me, flthelifecoach@gmail.com. Drop your questions, comment. I'm going to get to them. If you take the time out to drop your question or a comment, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to take the time out to answer it. All right, day 16, good people. Watch your words. Today, our lives are so busy. We live in a world where everything is quick, fast, and in a hurry. Have you ever skipped breakfast, ran out the door to find only later when you got to work at the morning, when you got to work as the morning moved along, your stomach starts to signal to you it's hungry. Sooner or later, you will find out that skipping breakfast is not a good idea because it sets the physical tone of your whole day. Well, I'm here to tell you that the words that you say to yourself first thing in the morning do the same thing. Your words can either create an atmosphere of positivity, love, peace, safety, or an atmosphere of negativity, fear, and worry. Command your morning. Remember, upon rising every day, speak life to yourself every day of your life. After all, life or death is in the power of the tongue. Your words are powerful. So be conscious of what you speak. All right. So listen. I want to slow this down so you can really hear this. Command your morning. Speak life to yourself. Life or death are in your tongue. Command your morning. Take dominion over your morning. You are supposed to take dominion. That's the design of all man. Dominion. Rule yourself. Authority. Take dominion over your words in the morning, right? Command your morning. Speak life to yourself. Life or death are in your tongue. Listen, words are not neutral. I'll put this down here. Words are not neutral, right? Right? We teach our boys this all the time. We tell our boys this all the time. Words are not neutral. I know you think they are, but you say something long enough, your nervous system accepts it as true. And then you start living that thing, whether you want to or not, right? Words are not neutral. Repetition makes language powerful. Your brain and body starts to believe it. Repetition, doing something over and over, saying the same thing over. I'm not enough. I can't do this. Oh, why all this is always happening to me? Oh, the world is going to hell with a handbasket. Oh, the economy is this. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, that only happened to these people. You say that long enough, guess what happens? Guess what happens? I won't start believing that because I know my identity. I'm trying to help you hatch with yours, but you gonna start believing that. And if you start believing that, trouble. You don't want to believe that. You want to believe the truth about who you are. Listen, what you say becomes what your nervous system accepts as true. Ooh, we. What you say becomes what your nervous system accepts as true. Speech is practice. Practice becomes pattern. Pattern becomes identity. Your brain loves pattern. You got to practice saying the truth and speaking truth about yourself, right? Until that practice becomes a pattern. And then that pattern becomes your identity, your soul truth. Y'all got this. Okay, look, I'm going to tie it into the scripture, neuroscience. We out of here, baby. We out of here. Listen, Proverbs 18:21. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. But I'm going to say it like this. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. We finna make this personal. Finna bring this home to you, right? So listen, y'all know I studied the text, all that stuff. In the Hebrew, life means vitality, movement, expansion, aliveness. That word death in the Hebrew means stagnation, contraction, right? Death. Literally, death, like diminishment, like it's shrinking itself. It's going in the opposite direction of the original flow of life. Oh man, y'all got to see that. Power, authority, influence, capacity to shape. That's what the word power means in that text. Tongue, language. Listen, I'm finna bring the scripture home to you in modern day terms, right? Expansion or contraction flows through what you consistently speak. Life or death is in the power of the tongue. Expansion, growth, creation, or contraction, fear, doubt, right? Tearing yourself down, shrinking yourself. That flows through consistent speech, through consistently what you speak. So listen, your words either expand your capacity or shrink it. Nothing stays neutral. That not even in nature. It's either growing or dying. Nothing stays in onward. That you create that internal atmosphere, then it manifests itself outwardly. Language does that. What are you saying to your nervous system? Life or death is in your tongue. Your tongue. Listen, speech trains your nervous system what is safe to expect. Your words are training your nervous system what feels safe and what feels like a threat. Something could feel like a threat to you, but it's really safe for you, but your nervous system hasn't been retrained. Your amygdala is steady running. That survival part of your brain. The other two parts of your brain hasn't activated. The hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex. The hippocampus is the part of your brain context. I want you to understand that. It's the context. It's the part that can tell your amygdala, sit your ass down. That ain't even happening right now because your brain doesn't know the difference. When the amygdala is activated and the other two parts are not, it doesn't know the difference between a real threat or something that you just thinking or something in the past. That's what your hippocampus come in at. And if it's not online, it can't regulate the amygdala. So now you thinking, whoo, fight or flight. It's a threat. It's signaling a signal to your nervous system because you've been talking about this stuff all day long, talking about what you don't have, talking about how bad the world is, talking about what you can't do, all that. So now your brain is whoo, 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 fight or flight, right? Because the hippocampus ain't turned on. Once that turns on, it say, sit your ass down. That ain't even happening right now. That happened 10 years ago. That happened when you was 8. It puts it into context. And then your prefrontal cortex responds because that's the CEO. Good people, y'all got to see this. But your words are shaping this. Okay, look, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Words activate neural pathways. You heard me say that. Repeated language strengthens emotional loops. You heard me say that. Negative self-talk keeps the nervous system in threat mode, survival mode. Negative self-talk. You got to change the way you talk. It creates your internal atmosphere. Life-giving words support regulation because there can be no revelation without regulation. Regulation allows creativity and growth, good people. Listen, awareness precedes control. Regulation precedes embodiment. Language sets nervous system tone. Language. What are you speaking to your nervous system? Listen, that is identity. What you say repeatedly becomes the climate you live in. That's the soul truth. Before we get to the action steps and we get up out of here, what you say repeatedly becomes the climate you live in. Not me, not your neighbor, you. But you say repeatedly to your nervous system is the climate you live in. Think about that. Words. So listen, action step. Grab your book. Go through your Bible and write down as many promises as you can. Find many promises that you can find that God has made to you. Now repeat those over and over your family every morning and night, right? But listen, you don't even have to go to the Bible to do that. You can just form your own mantras, your own beliefs right now. But you got to speak that every day until your nervous system accepts it as true. And then it's going to create that internal reality. So listen, I wrote down there, write down promises or truth statements. Whatever it is, you can get it from the Bible, not get it from the Bible. Speak them morning and night. You got to do the work. Speak them morning and night. Speak them over you and your family. Let repetition do the work. Repetition. I told you, repetitive words create your inner atmosphere. Let the repetition do the work. No judgment, right? No criticalness, right? You're not trying to fix yourself, good people, because you're not broken. Just let awareness do the work, right? And then repetition do the work until your internal atmosphere, your nervous system grabs that as a truth. Then you off and running. Then you keep doing that for every area of your life that you want to level up on or change. You know why? Because that's hatching, baby. And we doing it together. Listen, that's day 16, good people. We hatching. Join me tomorrow, day 17, as we going to keep hatching. Listen, the pen PDF is in the comment, right? And then if you need a next step right now, right? Click that link in my bio. Grab that 6-part audio series plus workbook. Use it or lose it. It's going to help you hatch your gift. Get it off the sideline and into the game. Stop just serving from your gift. It's time that you start profiting from it. And if you need to go deeper, email me, flthelifecoach@gmail.com. flthalifecoach@gmail.com for your one-on-one soul truth power session. I help you do just what I just said. Get into your amygdala. Get into your amygdala, right? The survival part. Uproot those, right? Right? Be aware of those. Start planning new ones that can get programmed in that amygdala, right? So you can activate all 3 parts of your brain, and then I give you strategies and tools to calm your nervous system down in real time, right? So you can put this on repeat mode because repetition, right? Repetition is what embeds that. So you can go live the life you want to live. So listen, good people, until tomorrow, man. Same bad time, same bad channel. We hatching, baby. And y'all already know what to do. Let's keep hatching together. FL the Life Coach, always spreading that peace and love. Twice on Sunday. Go out, attract the life of your dreams. You already know what to do, good people. Let's keep hatching together. Show up tomorrow at 9 a.m. There to be you, baby. Have a great Monday.